We are here at Anime LA 15, Anime Los Angeles 2019 15th version of the show at the Ontario Convention Center. A little bit out from actual LA proper, but an awesome show. Our first experience here was actually last year. It was introduced to us, and we had a fantastic time, and back out this year. It is a full 4-day show, which is pretty crazy in January to pack that much content. Programming runs on average from 9-ish in the morning to 2 a.m. with all sorts of things from gaming and cosplay and obviously panels, fashion shows, etc. So lots of stuff going on. It spreads out beyond the convention center into the hotels. So what we're going to do is give you a little bit of look at some of the things we're seeing here on the floor. We'll hit the exhibit hall, artist alley, make our ways maybe over to the hotels, check some of that stuff out, and just try and give a general feel for what the show is. And we'll talk more in detail about our experiences at Anime LA on our podcast. You can find it anywhere you can find podcasts, Parks and Cons. So with that said, let's start making our way around and give you some visuals for this great show.
It's really cool with the Chisei. It's
play Shigaraki.
My name is Colin Pickford, and I play Momo Yagirozu, and I direct the show.
Hey everybody, my name is David Matrenga. I play Todoroki.
Hi everyone, I'm Justin Reiner and I play Deku.
Hi, I'm Morgan Berry. I voice for 13.
Hi everybody, I'm Kristen McGuire and I play Nakagami.
Hi everybody, I'm Clifford Chapin and I voice Katsuki Bakugo.
Hi everybody, my name is Christopher Wakehamp and I play your sensei, Shota Aizawa.
So, and that kind of speaks to that, is that, you know, people don't always get what they desire, and you see them desiring it so desperately and what they want, and it doesn't happen the way that they hoped it would. I mean, I think about Todoroki from the sports festival and then into provisional licensing and all, you know, like, things don't, I mean, I don't think that he thought this would go this way as he entered UA on recommendation and knew he was already highly trained and all that stuff. And that's beautiful, right? That crafts us into who we are. And so I completely echo what Cliff just said. I also think it's interesting that the way that the villains are depicted. You know, good superhero, good hero, they always have villains that have full lives as well. But to me, there's something really interesting in the anti-hero point of view. And it's really strong and really something that if you're inclined, you can really get behind. I mean, Stain's sort of worldview is really, really interesting. Especially in today's world of, you know, get to the top with power and greed as much as you can. And that sort of anti-hero view in the show is really, really interesting to me.
Alrighty, we are going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Hopefully you've enjoyed. A few visuals to go along with. I mean, most of what we try to do with our videos is give a sense for some of the offerings of the con, a little bit of flavor. Obviously, we don't focus in on just cosplay or just panels or anything, just a little bit of kind of a sampler platter of some of the things. We didn't go over to the Gateway Hotel, which is also included in the con. They do things like the swap meet there and the formal and other things. So you've got, you know, just so much going on. Programming again from early morning to late at night, and it's an absolute blast. I mean, it's a major league show here at the Ontario Convention Center, taking over the entire area. Here is where we're recording. You can just see, I mean, flowing out into the outside and the cosplay gatherings and things like that. Really good pricing, even at the door. I believe this weekend the full event is only $75, which is a crazy good deal for all the entertainment you're getting. They have an escape. Oh, that's the other thing over at Gateway, escape room. My Hero Academia this year, an escape room. So lots of fun stuff there, and highly recommend. As I said earlier in the podcast, we'll go into more depth about the con on our podcast. So find us over on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, wherever it is that you find podcasts, and we'll talk more about the show there in the next week or so. So we'll wrap up there. Until next time, see you in line somewhere.